I turned one of my sister's most popular bread recipes into a painting. I'll show you the planning process, the painting process, and the final result, along with my sister's reaction in the end. Before we work on the actual painting, let's go through the planning process, which was a mix of practice paintings and concept sketches. I know I like this layout way more than this previous one. And I like that it looks like an old-timey magazine article. It's given Vogue. Pan de Vogue. Ooh, I'm so glad I did so many iterations of the practice test because this feels so much more natural. So I'll put the pandesal right next to the title so people know what it will look like in the end. What if I just freehand it? I could test it out on Procreate first on the iPad because it's easier to rearrange things. But I don't know, I kind of like the handmade practices. Do I draw things that are in the package or do I draw things outside? Whatever. I'm just glad I'm recording this because do you remember the eggs that I drew? Those look crazy. I'm glad I erased it because that did not look right. A part of me didn't want to draw this morning, mainly because I was telling myself I shouldn't and I should take a break because I shouldn't work. But then I took a step back and I thought to myself, I really enjoy drawing. I enjoy art. This is why I'm doing this. Why am I stopping myself from doing it? And I found myself catching myself that I'm framing art as work. And I don't want to do that because once I frame something is a job or something is work, that's when I start not wanting to do it. I start resenting it. And it's all about the way I frame things, right? It's like how you frame your life. If you go into the gym, for instance, like this is how I talk to my clients. Like if you go into the gym and you tell yourself, oh, it's gonna be so horrible, it's such a big punishment, then you're gonna have a bad time. But if you go into the gym and you reframe it as, I'm gonna move my body and my joints will feel really good, I'm gonna feel really strong, and it's gonna better my health. When you start thinking of it that way, you step into the gym a lot more relaxed, not as frightened of the pain that you're going through or that you're about to go through. And it's the same. Everything is the same. And I started doing that when I go out to do my errands or when I go to train my clients. I started framing it as I'm in a new environment because I want to travel whenever, wherever, with whoever I like. That's a mantra that I've been telling myself every day. So when I step out and I reframe my world, instead of seeing the same house for the same house that it is, I look at my neighborhood's homes and I think, what an interesting house. Like, look at the architecture. Started framing it as if I'm on a vacation. It actually really helps a lot. It kind of gets you in that vacation mode and it feels like you're enjoying all the mundane things in life. Like when I go to the gym, I tell myself, I'm gonna check out a new gym in the UK. So let's say I really want to go to the UK, and that's something I've been telling myself. And it's crazy how it changes the way you go about your day. It makes it feel less monotonous and it feels like there's a little bit of adventure injected into it. And I think that's important because we go through life feeling like we're very bored and we just can't wait for the weekend and we can't wait for the next vacation. But if you make every day a vacation, no, I'm serious. If you reframe your days and you make it feel like a vacation, like you're in a different environment, you're noticing things are very different, like the flowers. When you just romanticize the little things in life. I think it'll make you feel really good. I think I'm finding a groove And I was afraid of making it too complicated, but whatever. It looks good. And I think for the future recipes, it's gonna be a lot easier because now I have a system in place. Knowing all the measurements will definitely speed things up. I gotta remind myself that when I first do something, there's a learning curve, and that's okay. It's okay to take time on it. It's not time wasted because I'm learning. I first learned how to do cursive in kindergarten in the Philippines. We had to go through a Catholic school, even though we weren't Catholic. I think it's because it was better education than public school, at least back then. That's what I'm assuming. And the teachers were really strict. I remember we had to learn the times table. We learned cursive. I don't know why we had to learn cursive, but it's useful for this project. The way that I just struggled with drawing these hands. Oh my god, I finally finished it. I finally finished it! Jackie's just like judging me. But the best part is yet to come, where I peel off all this tape and frame it. You want me to show you? You want to see it? You want to see it? This was an incredibly long but rewarding process. I'm so happy with how it turned out, and I know what I love about this style and also what changes I'll make for the future recipe paintings. But for now, let's see what my sister's reaction is. Take it.
It looks so good.
That's cute.
The insect too. Well, they're all cute.
Wow. Wow.